Today I have got a really big update for you on the Crown Princess. Along with that comes a heads up if you're going to go on a cruise to New Zealand. We need to talk about everything that happened today in Huatulco, Mexico, the port that we were in. Take you along with us and show you everything, and something I have already learned on this cruise from one of our group members. I've learned lots of things from lots of our group members, but here's what I want to tell you today. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Wednesday, it is February 26th of 2025, and right off, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, will you please go ahead and hit that subscribe button? We really need your support, we appreciate you, and I think you're going to learn a lot by being with us, as well as enjoying the association of all of our followers. We have a magnificent Let's Go family here. Also, if you appreciate our updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up? That helps us out as well, so thanks. Now let's start at the very top talking about what happened on the Crown Princess. So a couple of days ago, the Crown Princess was sailing into Milford Sound there in New Zealand. The Crown Princess is one of the ships right now that Princess has down there in Australia and New Zealand doing those cruises during this season. And as she was coming around the corner to enter the Sound there, she listed heavily. Apparently the wind caught her just right and it caused it to list. Passengers on board said that there were some dishes that slid that broke. There were alcoholic beverages, in the glass bottles that slid and broke. People in different cabins shared that like their coffee pot slid and spilled, and just some things like that. Immediately the ship righted itself and everything was just fine. So the reason that I'm sharing this with you is because, number one, it happened and we all like to stay up to date with what's going on. But second of all, you know what? If you are going to be sailing on one of these cruises in New Zealand there and you are going to visit that location, you need to be aware that happens sometimes, and even sometimes they are not able to go to Milford Sound because of how the wind is blowing. It's blowing too hard to be able to get into the Sound. So be aware that is one of the things, and more, I often remind you, and we are reminded by each other about how important it is to go and hope that you're going to visit everywhere on your itinerary. But to know that sometimes due to weather, things beyond the control of the cruise line, the captain, all of these things happen that make it so that the ship is not able to call. So we always have to remember to take our patience and always look for the silver lining, because I am someone that maintains that there is always a silver lining. Some days you have to look for it, and some days it just shines through. So wanted to put that out there. Next up, I wanted to tell you something that really came in handy for me today. They're going to be linked below, so if you ever buy anything using our Amazon links, we earn a very, very small commission, but we really appreciate it. So this is a little item, and it comes, I've got my medallion in here just so that you can see it. So it's just slightly bigger than the medallion, as you can tell. It's plastic, it's got this handy dandy little hook on there. Here, let me show you this way so that you can hook it on, to your bag or whatever you want. I hooked it just inside my purse today to take my medallion with me, because when you go ashore, you have to take your medallion with you. You needed to get back on board the ship, and they always check for it at the security checkpoint to enter the area where the ship is, no matter where you're sailing. And so today I didn't want to wear the bracelet that I usually use because number one, it shows that I'm right from the ship. I think anybody looking at me can tell I'm not a native Mexican. But it's also, to me, just a little bit more secure that way. I don't have to worry about losing it. And if you get a little bit of sunshine, then you don't have a round spot on your arm where your bracelet was. But this is a really handy thing. You get them for like $5. Gordon will link them in the top comment on this video for you to take you right to it there on Amazon. But I just thought I would share it with you. It is so handy. This would be handy. You could hook it to your swimming suit if you're going swimming. If you didn't want to take your lanyard or your bracelet or something like this with you, or didn't have the little thing to go on your watch. So just very slick, and just showing that much the medallion was fine to go through the security area to come back to the ship today. So I hope that helps you out. Alrighty, so I'm going to cover Huatulco at the end, but the discussion really important for today that has opened my eyes additionally to traveling and being more well-traveled when you travel, because you can travel, but we all want to be well-traveled. We want to be well-cruised. So one of the things that one of our group members, I don't know if she wants me to say her name or not, so I'm not going to, but she is here with us, had the pleasure of dining with them, and we were talking about excursions and talking about things to see while we are on this cruise, as well as other cruises. And I love the thing she said, and I know she didn't mean for me to quote her, but she said, we were talking about going on an excursion, and I told her she was brave, and she said, you know what, you have to live dangerously. And when she said that, she didn't mean the kind of danger where you put yourself in mortal danger or do things that you definitely shouldn't do, but definitely to think a little bit outside your comfort zone, to go see things and do things that will enrich your life, help you learn things, and keep you out there and up to date on like what's going on in different places, or going on an excursion that you've never been on before and you think, oh, I don't know about that, but you know what, it just might be the thing that you remember the most about your trip. And so I thought that was absolutely wonderful, and I'm going to tell you what we did to live dangerously today. If you have followed us for a while, you know that I love going to Europe. Europe is my favorite place. I love going to the Mediterranean. I've done some things there that are outside of my comfort zone, but going to Mexico is not quite my thing. I've been on Mexican Riviera cruises a couple of times. When I was 12, I don't know if this counts, went to Tijuana with my dad and sister, and that was fun just for dinner and shopping one evening. But to come to Mexico is definitely more unfamiliar to me. And so today we just walked into Huatulco, and the port area here is very, very close. It's not a long walk. The ship pulls right up to the pier. We were the only ship in port today, so it wasn't overly crowded. By the way, the Coral Princess, just at double occupancy, holds 1,974 guests. So it's one of their smaller ships, and definitely the way the cabins are, it is one of the smaller capacity ships for Princess as well. So it wasn't crowded in the port area. So we walked along, looked in a few shops, and I'm going to show you something I got as well today. But also then we walked kind of down towards the beach and everything, and Gordon said, do you want to get some lunch? And inside of me I'm thinking, no, because I'm not comfortable with that, right? It doesn't mean anything is wrong with the food here even remotely. It just means I've not done that before. So we look at all of the different eating places that there are, and I said, you know what, you decide today, because if we were in Greece, I would have already decided what we were doing and where we're eating. And you know what, he reminded me, he said, you know what Charmaine said, to live dangerously. And I said, well, we better have something to eat then. So we found a place that looked nice. Lots of people were inviting, you know, of course, they want you to come to their restaurant. So we sat down and we had a delicious, delicious lunch. They brought a shrimp sampler that had 4 kinds of fresh shrimp cooked, you know, 4 different ways. We had chips with guacamole, and with that there came like a little thing of nachos that had cheese and beans on them, and it was really, really good. And it was me definitely stepping outside of my comfort zone. So I thought it would be kind of fun if in the comments you can share some things that maybe you have done when you've been traveling that has caused you to live dangerously, aka stepping outside of your comfort zone, so that maybe it'll help all of us like look at some different excursions we've never done, look at itineraries we have never done, perhaps look at ships that we have never sailed on before, just to get us an idea of what else we should maybe be considering when we travel. And I'm definitely looking at some excursions, wondering if I should do some in ports that we didn't sign up for any excursions. So I'll let you know if we do that. We're really looking forward to our excursion that we've got in Panama, where we get off the ship, go see the visitor center for the canal, and see the IMAX presentation all about the Panama Canal. I'll let you know what that looks like when we go, but I thought that was really important to keep in mind. So today, like I said, we were in Huatulco, and so I just wanted to give you a quick lay of the land. I know Gordon has shown some footage while I was talking to you about that, so I don't need to cover the meal, alrighty? So he shared that. But we come into this port and we are so nicely situated to see the port area. So we, like I said, you get off, you walk down, and they do have carts that go back and forth. If you're someone that is challenged a little bit mobily, or if you're just a little bit tired, hire the cart and go back and forth. But so you get to the end of the pier, you go out, and immediately to your left there, as you face the port area there, immediately to your left is a beach that you can just walk right onto and go swimming. Gordon decided to go swimming. He noticed that there's a lot of little tiny little jellyfish in the water. He said they're maybe about this long, and the little round part is maybe like this big around, but he was a little bit worried. We're not familiar with those kind of jellyfish, so he hopped out of the water worried that he would maybe be stung. So we'll have to look that up and let you know, but there were several other people swimming, lots of people enjoying the beach area there, and then directly behind the beach area are lots of different eating places. So they've got some tables that are under umbrellas, and then a little bit further back for people that don't want to be right there on the beach, there is lots of eating place, seating right behind it. And so that's one of the places that we ate at. But if you walk, if you don't turn right into that beach area, walk a little bit further, there's an aisle that you can turn left onto as well, a short little shopping street that has different places to shop at. They sell, the normal tourist things like some, Mexican, dresses. They've got skirts, they've got t-shirts, they've got hats. There are people walking around selling different things. And so then we walked to the end, ate our lunch, and walked back. If you get to the end of that street and you either go over to the beach and there's a shop right in front of you, if you go to the right-hand side is where all of the taxis are. So we encountered some gentlemen trying to sell us taxi rides, both just to go into the town as well as to do like an hour drive to go around and see all of the different sites. So if you're someone that would really enjoy doing that kind of thing, you can find somebody right when you get off the ship there. Would I have felt comfortable doing that? Yes. I just decided maybe I didn't want to do that today, and so we didn't. But there were definitely people that I would have felt okay getting into their taxi and away we would go. I would just agree on the price before we go, and off we would go. So we just decided I didn't really want to today, but we had a really nice time walking around. We bought a few things, so I thought it would be kind of fun to show you what we got. And if you've got questions about that, you can let me know. I don't usually go shopping in Mexico, but Gordon needed a hat. I need a hat too, but I didn't see one I liked. So he's devoted to his hat because he gets so sunburned on his head if he doesn't have one. So he likes this style. So this is his new hat. I told him he's just a nice walking ad for Huatulco now. But the other things, this is really sweet. So, Gordon and I have been married for 38 and, 0.75 years. We're getting close to 39 years in April. And it's not very often that he comments on what I have on. He always tells me that I'm beautiful, which I very much appreciate and means the world to me. But he doesn't really comment about what I wear unless he doesn't like it. And so today he saw some things that he thought were really nice. So that is like, to me, you better buy them and put them on. So let me show you what I got. So here we are. I got skirts. And so we have this skirt. And the fun thing is they are one size fits all. I'm just telling you this in case you go shopping and you want a skirt there. So this is the one pattern. So I'll wear that with a black top. Gordon loved this color. So we got this skirt. And that'll just be nice. You can wear this like with a navy blue top, black top, other blouse, whatever it is that you have already that would go with that. And then of course, because I was there, we had to get a black one. And so I really like that. So that'll look really nice. They just are a little bit, you could wear heels with them or you could wear those flat. These are $30 each. So just for fun, thought I would share that with you. The last thing that I wanted to let you know about, I want you to know everything is going splendidly here on the beautiful Coral Princess. Yesterday was another sea day, so we had a get-together time with our Let's Go group that is here on board, and some people like to visit, some people wanted to play swoop, so we played swoop. We had a lovely visiting time. Dinner time is always really special. I am so grateful that people are having such a nice time and enjoying to get together for dinner, and some evenings people eat on their own, so that's going beautifully. Last night, the major entertainment on board was a show called Spectacular, a production show, and everyone was abuzz because the new team that was doing it was brand new on board. They just barely got on in Puerto Vallarta, so they're wondering, well, how will they do compared with how the other team was doing? They hit it out of the ballpark. It is a show that just goes through like a singing and dancing production thing of like the music playing, and they do a fun, dance and entertainment to go with it. So that was really nice. That was the big show in the Princess Theater. And so we went there, enjoyed that, as well as we enjoyed some music in the Wheelhouse Bar. They have karaoke in the Explorers Bar, and a couple of our group members walked down there and he let me know that it wasn't well attended. So as we were walking back by, I noticed that there was just, you know, like 2 people doing karaoke. So I can't sing well enough to be a big support there, but I'll let you know how it goes. So the big entertainment tonight is Rock and Roll Irish Dancing Guy. So we're definitely going to go see that, and we'll grab a few video clips and share that with you tomorrow. We'll let you know how everything is going. So I sure appreciate you coming along with us on this beautiful sailing of the Coral Princess. And then here is our wall. While we're here, I just thought I would show you how we're organizing our things. So here's our map to go through the Panama Canal. This is a really nice itinerary. I'll get going to post a photo of just this on the Facebook. Here is the Captain's Circle information for all of those get-togethers. They've got you know, lounge and everything going on. And then here's our schedule of events for our Let's Go family. He puts up the pattern of the day here so that we can access it very easily. And then this is just a really handy dandy little notice that we received also from Princess, just information on there. If in case it comes in handy. But I thought I would show you, and these little magnets are just the best. They're this big so you can get a hold of them really easily and move them around, but they stick really, really well. So just thought I would show you. I thought it would be fun if you want to go ahead and include in the comments some things that you do to organize your room. We just thought we'd show you this. Thought I'd show you what I got in Huatulco. Oh, what else? So while we were eating, of course, people come around trying to sell you things, and do you know what? I am not a sucker. But I do thank God every day that I don't have to go around selling things in a port. I'm really grateful for that. And so I don't buy something from everybody, but when I feel like I should, I do. And so these are little, here's some napkins. You could use it for a placemat. You could put it on your table, use it for a hand towel, whatever you want. This was $5. And then they were going around selling these little bookmarks. And so they say, you know, Huatulco on there. And these are the 3 that I chose. So even if it's not something that you need, you do what you think you should do. And sometimes I get things and I admit I give them, I usually give them away, or I've been known to throw things away. But just putting that out there, that I think it's important to try to take care of people. So like I said, you be the judge of how you do that in your life, because I know you're all remarkable. So thanks for joining me here today. Let me know what questions you've got. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.